Good morning. Monday morning, almost 8 a.m. on January 16th, 2023. East coast of the United States in South Georgia, where, we're up from 29 degrees to 30 degrees now. This morning I'm wearing long sleeves to silver sneakers. 2 days in a row with cold weather means long sleeves. It's supposed to go up, how high? It's supposed to go up into the low 60s. So, depending on whether or not there's wind, could be t-shirts later. Anyhow, so I was going to compare the Firenze Arpeggio to the Cocoa Truffle, but then somebody messaged me and said, I was wondering, since I did iced coffee yesterday, they were talking about the Freddo Delicato and Freddo Intenso iced coffees that Nespresso makes. And they said, I don't really care for them, the Delicato in particular, iced. Have you ever tried it hot? So I thought, hey, let me do this. So, this is a sample. So when you order, you can request samples also. And they send you cute little samples. And they have little picture instructions here. How much ice to add, then the espresso, and then add a certain amount of milk or, that looks like soda. Well, you know what? That does look like a European water bottle. Anyway, so you can add more stuff to it is the point. Okay, so the Delicato is the one that they said they didn't care for. Yeah, here it is, Freddo Delicato. Does it look different than the, yeah, okay. So the Freddo Intenso has a more intense color on it. This is the Intenso. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead, let me heat up my little pixie here, and I am going to make this Freddo Delicato hot. Yes, that was the Delicato. So the Freddo Intenso looks like it's got icy mountains on it. But I'm making the Delicato, okay, which is, I'm assuming, less intense. Get a spoon here. Okay, the machine's almost ready. This is interesting. I mean, yes, they make it to be an iced coffee and to be diluted, with something, obviously the ice, and then adding milk or something. Here we go. But I'll give it a taste as an espresso, and then I can add half and half, or I don't know, they had, what does it say on here? Add about 3 ounces of milk. Well, I guess I could heat up some milk to put in here, right? Okay. So, smells pleasant. It smells like a cup of coffee, which it should, right? Okay. Has a little bit of almost a cereal aroma to it. It needs something. Oh, yeah, it definitely needs something. It's a kind of bitter. You know what I'm gonna do here? I've got this little measuring thing. Let me get out my milk. So it said, in addition to the ice, to add, okay, it said to add 90 milliliters. I'm going to go ahead, 90 milliliters is about 3 ounces, but I'm going to add about 150, and I'll tell you why. Because, hang on, let me pop this milk back in. Okay, so it says to add about 3 ounces of ice. Of course, that's weight. Then 3 fluid ounces of milk. Well, you know what? I won't pour all of the heated milk in. I'll just pour some of it in and give the coffee a try, the espresso a try, and because the weight of the ice is given in grams, but the milk is given in milliliters. And anyway, well, see, if you melt 90 grams of ice, I don't know how many milliliters of liquid you're going to end up with. So, yeah, well, we'll move on here. Okay. Whoa, I heated that up awfully hot. I'm going to stir this around. Alrighty, now. Ow, that's very hot. Let me, here we go. Okay, so I've put in, how much have I put in? Oh, I've only put in like 40. All right, now I've put in about 80 milliliters, okay? It called for 90. I'll try it with 80. Let me put a little more in. Okay, so now I've put in about, let's see, now I've put in too much, more like 110 or 120 milliliters of hot milk. Did I stir it? No, okay, let me stir it. I'll try it now. So, okay, here's what I'm gonna say. It can definitely take all this milk, okay, and it's still, you know, you can still taste the coffee. Of course, that's a little bit of the problem. I don't really like the taste. It's, okay, some people would like this taste, really. I think especially, maybe if I sweeten it. Oh, dear me. You know what? I'm going to put a whole Splenda in. Because this is almost 6 ounces. So it's probably 5 ounces of coffee. You know, a standard cup of coffee is considered to be 6 ounces. It's not 8 ounces. A cup of coffee is 6 ounces. If you look at most of your coffee instructions on regular, you know, like ground coffee that you're going to brew, it will say for each 6 ounce cup, add 1 tablespoon or whatever. All right, give this a try now. This is not so bad. Now, isn't that terrible to say, oh, it's not so bad? But I don't really like it. Oh my gosh. Do you know what? All right, would I like it if I kept trying it? You know, I could get used to it. All right, I'm going to be honest with you here, okay? There's just something about this that I just really don't care for. I don't know, it doesn't feel right on my tongue. Now, no, I'm not I do have more of this because for a while they were sending out a lot of samples of this. So I have several samples. Um, but no, I'm not going to make it iced right now. I'll do that. I'll do that maybe another day. One experiment's enough today. So yeah, the thing is, there is something about the flavor that I don't like. Now, honestly, there are coffees that I've made that iced and hot tasted, completely differently. And after all, this is made to be iced. So maybe I'm being unfair, and preparing it hot, not following instructions. Now, there's the instructions. But, every once in a while, you just got to pour out a cup of coffee and make something instead that you would really like. And let's see, what can I find in here? Let me move these things away. All right. And, okay. Okay, now I'm knocking things over. Oh, what's this? Oh my gosh. It's another Freddo Delicato. All right, well, I'll put this out here in case I decide to try it iced like tomorrow or something. Okay, so what do we have? Well, you know what? I love Voluto. That is absolutely one of my favorites. Okay, we'll put that back up. We'll put that back up. That's when I was teaching kindergarten. One of the little girls made that for me. Spelled it all herself. She knew how to spell my name and everything. That was so sweet. Okay, I'm going to put the rest of this milk in here. Voluto tastes good with any amount of milk you want to put in it. It's one of my favorite go-to espressos. A little milder than some of the other ones, but so tasty. It really is. Oh, this will be nice. Get that kind of other flavor. I was going to say that nasty flavor. But, again, we all have different tastes. And I'll bet you that there are people who think that the Freddo Delicato hot is just peachy keen. The only other expression I could think of at the moment is the cat's meow. Anyway, who think that the Freddo Delicato hot is really yummy. Okay, Voluto with milk. Ah, okay. Let me swish it around. Much better. Much better. Now this tastes, I don't know, there's a sort of a strength and intensity to it, and an espresso flavor that's just, it's just right. Whereas the other stuff tasted a little off to me. But again, if you served it with ice and followed the instructions and everything, it might be really good. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit, you know what? I've been on a caramel kick lately. I put a little bit of this salted caramel. There we go. Just to give a little added zing. Okay. It's nice to know that what I'm going to drink is something that I'm going to like. Yes. Now I can be happy. Well, listen, you have a wonderful day. If it's cold where you are, bundle up. Okay, I sure am today. Gonna wear my big puffy winter coat with a hood. And I'll talk to you later.